Good evening, Saranac Lake High School athletes, friends, parents, and community members. My name is Eric Bennett, and I'm the athletic director for the district. To all of you out there, no need to applause. While it's very clear this has been a year like no other, I'd like to take a moment to illustrate how. And I'm not talking about lockdowns or COVID-19. I'm talking about the most successful fall and winter seasons in Saranac Lake history, and that's why we are beginning our award ceremony this evening in the gym. And while all teammates are credited, this is an especially significant achievement for our senior athletes. Consider this. In the fall, we had 5 out of 6 varsity teams win at least one championship. Specifically, here are some incredible highlights. Our girls cross-country team won the CVAC crown. Our volleyball team won its 3rd straight sectional championship. Our varsity football team won its 7th sectional championship in 10 years. Our boys soccer team won its 1st sectional championship in school history. And our boys cross-country team won the CVAC regular season crown, the sectional championship, and for the 2nd year in a row, were state champions. That's simply incredible and a commitment to all of you athletes and coaches out there, as well as the support from your parents and our administration. For our winter season, we have an additional 4 banners that will go up in the gym. Our girls and boys Alpine teams were both sectional champions. Our girls Nordic team won a sectional title. And in the first year of our boys SLP hockey merger, the team won the CVAC regular season championship as well as the sectional title. Through just 2 seasons, 10 banners will be hung in the gym. We have already begun the creative problem solving to fit them into our gym via Mr. Matt Mayville and Mr. Randy Buxton. It's a great problem to have, and I'd like to take a quick moment to recognize Matt and Randy, who have done so much for our athletic teams over the years as they approach their June retirement date. We can only imagine what spring additions there would have been to cap off the most successful year in athletics history at Saranac Lake. To that end, quote, the team will be listed for our Spring 2020 Student Council and Red Letter Award winners. For you seniors, I'm very sorry that you did not get a spring season. Whether college or the working world, make sure you take every opportunity to move your body. Learn new sports, volunteer for ones you've played, connect with adult teams, just keep moving. It's great for the mind, body, and soul. For you underclassmen, I'm sure it's clearer than ever that you never know what the future will hold. When the opportunity comes, play every sport you can. And why play every sport you can? Because sports make people tough and resilient and ready for the next challenge. And it's never been more appropriate than now. Winning is great and often takes a special effort on behalf of all teammates. We witnessed that this fall with cross-country winning its team's 2nd state championship. If you're around in the summer, you'll see the cross-country team working hard in the fitness center and out on the course. Like many of our successful teams, the cross-country team recognizes the real work that goes into winning and are willing to put in that time when no one is around, when no one is looking. Here's another consideration for our cross-country team and all other state champions. They won their last meet. That means hundreds of teams did not. So what's the point of participating when all but one team ultimately loses? The point is, sports sometimes smack us right in the face and call on us to be stronger than we ever thought we could be. Have you ever missed a huge play with devastating effects? I have. To this day, I can clearly remember rolling out of the pocket and throwing an interception to lose a game. Instead of kicking for the tie, we went for 2 and didn't get it. Sports often lead us nowhere to hide. We have to face our failures, and it hurts. But, and this is the point, sports make us stronger, they make us tougher. I recently read that toughness doesn't mean winning a fight, it means enduring it. It means having the strength and will to persevere when all seems lost or hopeless, and yet we push on for the sake of our team, our family, and ourselves. In these strange times, I am thankful that athletes like you have had the opportunity to participate in athletics. I'm thankful that your community and parents support our programs. I'm thankful that even if it's in the smallest of ways, athletics have helped toughen your resolve and sense of determination to endure and ultimately thrive. Saranac Lake athletes, and I'm talking to everyone from toddlers to high schoolers to adults, we are so fortunate to have as many recreational opportunities as we do in our little mountain town. For you high school athletes, living in a small town affords the opportunity to play more than one sport. To not feel that you have to specialize at the age of 6 so you can make your high school's varsity team 10 years later. The greatest embodiment of this sentiment is our 3-season, 4-year athlete awards. If you think all of those aforementioned championships were a fluke, consider this. We have 20 senior athletes that have played a fall, winter, and spring sport for all 4 years of their high school career. They are Patrick Alberga, Dylan Amell, Olivia Bell, Annabelle Bombard-Schmidt, Logan Brown, Zach Churko, Haley Cornell, Gabe Faubert, Carter Gagno, Caitlin Gay, Madeline Gay, Nick Kelting, Ben Munn, Dylan Murnane, Megan O'Brien, Camden Riley, Jackson Small, Griffin Smith, Dylan Stewart, and Patrick Wamskans. At this time, this concludes the portion in the gym, and we will head down to the auditorium for our awards ceremony. The junior varsity coaches have selected the most improved player and best teammate for their respective teams. For the most improved player category, JV boys soccer, Owen Maori. Girls JV soccer, Lily DeLancey. JV volleyball, Malia White. JV football, Evan Hockle. Boys JV basketball, Owen Maori. And girls JV basketball, Jordana Sambin. For our best JV athlete award for best teammate, boys JV soccer, Bailey Bartholomew. Girls JV soccer, Brooklyn Shumway. JV volleyball, Sydney Lorette. JV football, Ben Clark. Boys JV basketball, Henry Smith. And girls JV basketball, Bethany Clark. Next is a recognition of our fall and winter varsity teams. At the close of each coach's speech, I will announce the Student Council Award winner, which is granted to the student who is the team's most valuable player. We will begin tonight's celebration of Saranac Lake Athletics with boys varsity soccer co-coach Josh Marlowe.
Hi, this is Coach Marlowe of the boys varsity soccer team. I'd like to congratulate the boys on winning Saranac Lake their first boys soccer championship. Your names will forever be attached to this historic moment. You're a great group of players who put team first. What impressed me the most was your incredible work ethic and your dedication to the team. You all showed tremendous growth through the season. I'm so happy and so proud to have coached such a great group of young men. Thank you for such an awesome way of sending me out. I have a few thank yous. I'd like to thank Eric Bennett for taking care of all our soccer needs, Lenny Barker for making sure that we always got to our destination safe and sound, the grounds crew for keeping our fields in great shape, and for Coach Rafferty for sharing his first varsity season with me. And most of all, I'd like to thank my family for giving me up to spend time with the team. And now here's Coach Rafferty with a few words.
Hey guys, I'd like to go through a few individual awards that we received throughout the year, starting with Patrick Wamskans being named second team All-Star. Patrick, you were a silent, strong leader on and off the field, always led by example. A pleasure to coach. And I wish you all the best of luck next year at SUNY Potsdam. I know you'll do well. Secondly, Nick Kelting, first team All-Star and fifth All-State. Nick, I think from the first day to the last day, you were our most skilled, best player on the field. Very versatile player. We would put you in the back on defense if we needed to protect the lead. If it was a late in the game and we needed to score a goal, we could put you up on forward. And you had a very, very successful year. I hope that you continue that success next year, wherever you end up playing. And best of luck to you. Lastly, Cam, this was pretty much your team as soon as we gave you that captain's armband, and you took it and ran with it. You showed tremendous growth from last year to this year, and you were the rock of this team that held it all together. The defense would not be the same without you. And then you really controlled the whole field, just telling people where to be. I don't think you were shy about telling people what to do, and this team needed it. So thank you for all your service on the back end of defense. And none of us are going to forget this goal here. That was the biggest goal of our season, and it makes me smile each time I watch it over again. I hope you guys are all very proud of what you accomplished this year. I'd like to just quickly mention all the other seniors, Dylan, Jacob, Jackson, Gabe, and of course our crazy goalie, Churko. You guys gave us a great season. It was perfect introduction for me to coach my first year with you guys, and a great way for Marlo to temporarily finish his coaching. Thanks again, guys. Juniors, looking forward to seeing you guys in the fall. Looks like we're going to have another successful season. Thanks, guys.
The Student Council Award winner for boys varsity soccer is Nicholas Kelton. Next up is varsity girls coach Emily Doyle.
Hi ladies, I'd like to start off by saying I hope you're staying safe and healthy and are surviving these uncertain times. I'm thinking about you all, and I know it must be hard to end your school year like this. But to get to our soccer season, I just want to say I really enjoyed coaching you this year. I think you're a great group of girls. You have a lot of integrity and a lot of fight in you. Most of the teams that we came against this season, you guys fought hard, and we outplayed most of them. Unfortunately, we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, but you guys kept fighting and never gave up, and that shows a lot. Shows a lot for your team. You're honestly the best sportsman-like team that I've ever had, which is probably why we won the Ray Holmes Sportsmanship Award, which is a great accomplishment. You guys should be proud. I'd like to thank my 4 captains, Haley and Olivia, Annabelle and Kelly. You guys help keep the team chemistry going. Without you guys, I couldn't have done it. For my seniors, I want you to know I'm really thinking about you, and I'm so sorry that you have to end your school year like this. You're strong. You're a strong group of girls. You'll get through this, but I really am feeling for you, and I'm thinking about you. What a way to end the school year. Underclassmen, I wish you the best of luck next year. I hope that you kick some butt, and I hope that you learn to finish the ball. So I'll be there cheering you on with little Rye, a little son, as you all know, Rye, and so we'll be on the sidelines cheering you on next year. And I guess that's it for now, so stay safe, girls, stay well, and I'll see you soon.
The Student Council Award winner for girls varsity soccer is Annabelle Bombard-Schmidt. Next up is varsity volleyball coach Mike Navarro.
Congratulations, ladies. 2019 Section 7 Class C champions. Not for the first time, not for the second time, but the third time. The only team in the history of Saranac Lake to beat Beekmantown not only once, but twice. Great job, ladies. Keep up the good work, and like I taught you in defense, you never know. You're just going to put yourself in a situation to make sure that you are prepared and you can get to the ball to the best of your ability. In life right now, times have changed. Put yourself in the position to do the best you can. Thank you, Saranac Lake School District. Fab 5, congratulations on your graduation. I love you. Coachy Poo, out.
The Student Council Award winner for volleyball is Sydney Andronica. Next up is girls and boys cross-country coach Bill Peer.
Hello, Red Storm athletes and families. This is Coach Peer on behalf of Saranac Lake Cross Country for both the boys and girls teams. It was a banner year this year for our girls and boys teams. Both teams were CVAC undefeated regular season champions. Our boys went on to be Section 7 champions, as well as New York State Class C champions. We had girls that made the CVAC All-Star team this year. We had guys that made CVAC All-Stars and were New York State All-Stars. It was a tremendous year. We had some guys that went on to the national level meet. Enough about that though now. Let's hear about the season from our coaches.
Just a few words about the girls program. More specifically, one word, proud. The girls did themselves proud this year. CVAC champions, undefeated season. On behalf of the whole coaching staff, we're also extremely proud of you. Well done.
Hey guys, Coach Warner here. Hey, thanks for the opportunity to share a reflection here from our cross-country season. I actually chose my house to do this at because when I think about our team, I think of hard work and being together. And I would wake up on Saturday mornings when we were not at an invitational, and I'd look out the window with my cup of coffee, and I would see our team out running, doing their long run for the week, 7, 8, 10 plus miles. What a joy it was to be a part of a team that loved to be together and work hard, and encouraged me to put my coffee down and head back outside. So thanks, and have a wonderful summer.
Congratulations, seniors. We're really proud of you. What an interesting year this has turned out to be. We just want you to know that we're going to miss you. We're so grateful that you were a part of our program and that we got to spend the seasons and time with you that we did. Best wishes to you as you keep going, keep running, and keep doing the amazing things that you do.
Thank you, coaches, for those reflections on the season. I want to recognize our 6 senior girls who were part of a CVAC undefeated team. First time our girls team has been regular season champions in 10 years. And I believe it's the first time ever that we've had both boys and girls teams be CVAC champions in the same year. Thank you to Sylvie Link, Robin Rudkers, Molly Bell, Franny Newman, Sarah Perry, and Rosemary Crowley for great contributions. What a fantastic way to end your career. On the guys' side, we thank Griffin Smith and Sawyer Casson for their efforts this past season and the seasons prior to this. It's been a great year. The coaches and I are so proud of the season that we had. We wish our seniors well. The work will soon begin for a new season, and I know that this group of young people that are coming back will embrace that. For now, we wish you well, and we hope that you and your family are safe. Thank you.
The Student Council Award winner for boys cross country is Peter Fogarty, and Gwen Bader for girls cross country. And now I will speak on behalf of varsity football. A few days ago, I was looking at our team photo and was amazed that a team with a roster of only 19 successfully won its 7th Class C sectional championship in 10 years. Out of 19 kids, we easily had 12 routinely in our summer workouts. These kids were committed to their team and to winning. We had a number of all-star selections. Logan Brown and Jeffrey LeVere were both named honorable mention. David Warner, second team punter. Ben Munn, first team linebacker. Sean Sanford, first team defensive line, second team offensive line. Rhett Dara, first team quarterback. And Patrick Alberga, first team offensive and defensive line, defensive player of the year for the league, lineman of the year for the league, second team all-state defense. With all the activities competing for today's athletes' valuable time, we'd like to take a quick moment to recognize an athlete who has made football his priority. This award is given to the football player who has made a complete commitment to the sport of football. He has made personal sacrifices to further his football career and to promote the success of his team. He is a leader of high moral character whose actions speak for themselves. Player is the very definition of what Saranac Lake football represents. To honor this player, we will retire his jersey for one season. For the 2020 football season, no player will wear the number 56. Congratulations, Patrick Elbert. This year's recipient of the Student Council Award for Varsity Football is Rhett Dara. We will now begin our recognition of Winter Student Council recipients. First up is Varsity Boys basketball coach Dermot Morgan.
Hello everybody, Coach Morgan here. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm going to give you a recap of our 2019-2020 Varsity Boys basketball season. The season started off great. We had back-to-back wins against Lake Placid and Tupper Lake. We had a big win over Ticonderoga. We hadn't beaten them in quite a few years at home. We had a big win against them. And then we had several games go right down to the wire. Again, we had the lead in 5 or 6 games. Ended up being losses for us going into the fourth quarter, but our Achilles heel always seemed to be we would relinquish a late lead in the fourth quarter. But we were a young team this year, so that bodes well for the future. We competed and played hard throughout the season. I was really proud of our team this year. We worked hard in practice and stood together as brothers. Our motto was win or lose, we'd leave everything out on the floor. And our team did that this year. I was proud of them. I'd like to acknowledge this year's roster. Our freshmen, Carter Hewitt and Landon Faubert. Sophomores, Nate McCarthy, Gabe Wilson. Juniors, James Catania, Brady Yando. John, I'm going to try not to butcher your last name. Here goes Zalewski. John, I'll get it right next year. Seniors, Zach Churko, Carter Gagno, Gabe Faubert, Dylan Stewart, Ethan Rockhill. I want to thank my 4 senior co-captains. Excuse me, I had one junior in there. James Catania, Zach Churko, Carter Gagno, and Dylan Stewart. Shout out to my coaches, my assistant coaches, Jake Finney Volrath, Kevin McCarthy, and Forrest Morgan. Seniors, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. And I hope everyone has a safe summer. The guys coming back next year, you need to start working now. November's 6 months away. I hope everyone has a safe summer. I think I already said that. What is this, take 139? Class of 2020, I hope you guys go out and make the world a better place. Thank you. Have a great summer. And I challenge anybody at home to make this shot.
The Student Council Award winner for Varsity Boys Basketball is Nate McCarthy. Next up is girls varsity basketball coach Chad Ledoux.
Hi ladies, I wish we all could get together one more time as a team. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work that you've given this season. We went through a lot together. We had a lot of injuries. We only had 5 games where we had our full roster. One of the things I liked most about our team was the way we shared the basketball. And my favorite win was that night in January when we beat Scroon Lake 47-40 on our home court. I want to give a special thanks to our 5 seniors, Susan, Serena, Michaelin, Olivia, and Nora. I wish you nothing but the best moving forward. Please remember, if you ever need anything, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks.
The Student Council Award winner for girls varsity basketball is Nordic Lover. Next up is Nordic skiing coach Keith Kogan.
Hello, this is Coach Koga here to talk about our successful boys and girls Nordic ski season. We had 6 boys represent Saranac Lake at the state championship. They were seniors Griffin Smith and Nick Kelting, juniors Coulter Cheney Seymour, Adrian Hayden, and Ruben Bernstein, and freshman Sam Ash. The boys had a strong second place finish at the team relay, only 5 seconds behind winners Queensbury. We were led by Adrian and Coulter with top 10 finishes both days, highlighted with Adrian in second place in the individual race. Nick Kelting turned in a strong 4th place split on day 2 in the relay. As a group, the boys helped Section 7 finish number 1 for all sections in the state, ensuring that we'll get to send a full complement of 9 with Lake Placid to next year's state meet. On the girls' side, we had probably the most successful ski season in school history for the Nordic team. The girls had an undefeated regular season and finished only 4 points away from a state title on day 2. So the girls finished second overall in New York State. They were led by Sophia Kelting in 3rd place, Sylvie Link in 5th place, and Bella Whistler and Evelyn Eller almost cracked the top 10. The girls' team was made up of senior Sylvie Link, sophomores Evelyn Eller and Ruby Smith, and freshmen Bella Whistler and Sophia Kelting. It was so exciting for me as the coach and for the parents in attendance to watch the boys coming around the final bend in contention to win it all, to watch the girls fighting to bring home the first state title in Nordic history to our school. And I'm really proud of our kids. They did so well and worked so hard. And work hard over the summer, guys. Maybe we can bring one home next year. Stay safe and hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
The Student Council Award winners for Nordic skiing are Adrian Hayden for boys and Sophia Kelting for girls. Next, Alpine ski coach Linda Brusso.
Hi gang. It's strange to think how much life has changed since the end of ski season, but we will get through this and we'll have another ski season in the not too distant future. We had a young team this year, a lot of new members, and I enjoyed seeing you gel as a team while you supported and pushed each other through dry land. Special thanks to future coach Audrey for running the stopwatch so often during dry land. As we moved to on-snow training, I enjoyed watching you guys laugh and smile while you were on your skis. Whether it was while you were riding the lift, or chasing each other down the hill, or cheering each other out of the start gate. Your enjoyment on the snow made me happy, and I think it made you happy too. We have a lot to look forward to for next year. We have a strong boys team returning, as well as a strong girls team. So I know we have a lot to look forward to in the next couple of years. I always end by thanking the parents for sharing their children with me. And I'm going to do it again this year. I feel very fortunate and I'm very grateful for the fact that I get to spend my winter afternoons with such a great group of kids. Parents, you should be proud of all that your children are and all that your children do. I know I am. And again, thank you for sharing your children with me. So looking forward to next season. Remember, eat, sleep, ski.
The Student Council Award winner for Alpine skiing is Andrew Fogarty for boys and Zoe Carpenter for girls. Next up is varsity boys hockey coach Keith Clark.
Good evening, Coach Clark, coming to you from 10 miles down Route 86 over in Lake Placid. It is a privilege to be here tonight to help celebrate Red Storm Athletics for 2019 and 2020. I'm here to discuss the inaugural season of the boys hockey team. And my backdrop today is a moment that is special that will, I think, always be remembered by the players that were part of it. And it was the accumulation of a season that had ups and downs, but that continued to progress. in a way that we were able to become a highly competitive hockey team, a team that was 15-7-1 on the season, ended the season number 13 in the state, and was one win away from going to the Final Four in Buffalo. But a great season, and a lot of that is contributed to our seniors in both schools. But right now, I want to recognize the seniors over in Saranac Lake. Seniors Logan Brown, Dylan Amell, Camden Riley, Ben Munn, and Patrick Wamsgans. Not only have these seniors contributed a ton to the hockey program, the youth hockey programs, the Red Storm hockey program prior to the merger, but I know they're multi-sport athletes that will be missed by the entire school and other coaches as well. So best of luck to those seniors. I really feel I feel for you not being able to compete in spring sports, but I know better times are ahead. And, I know a lot of you are looking to pursue playing at the next level, and, you'll be able to compete for a moment photoed here, hopefully next year at a new school. We did have some recognition by the league for some of our players, 4 players from Saranac Lake. We had a first-team defenseman in Carter Sturgeon, a second-team forward in Rhett Dara. Honorable mention defenseman was Ben Munn, and the league MVP this year was Dylan Amell. So I wanted to recognize those players as well. Again, this photo I think is interesting because it's also a moment, kind of one of the last athletic moments for both of our schools, and a moment that showed great spirit and community involvement. And a lot of people watching this that weren't on this team were at this moment. So thank you to everyone who came out and supported the team. And I'm hoping that we can get through this and get sports back into our lives and get some normalcy going, hopefully in the summer months. Again, thanks for having me. And we will hopefully see you guys this summer. Thanks.
The Student Council Award winner for varsity boys hockey is Dylan Amell. Next up is varsity girls hockey coach Bill Peer.
Hello, Red Storm athletes and families. This is Coach Peer speaking on behalf of the SLP girls hockey team. This past winter, our SLP team went 4-9-4, played a lot of close games. We had a group of girls that worked really hard. I want to thank our coaches, Coach Bringley and volunteer coach Dan, for the effort they gave this year and their commitment to our girls program. I want to talk about our girls team and some of the all-stars we had this year. We had 2 first-team CVAC all-stars in Riley Preston and Olivia Farabee from Lake Placid. And then we had Annabelle Bombard-Schmidt, Katie Gay, and Dariana Patterson, who were honorable mention on the CVAC All-Stars. Next, I want to talk about our seniors who are graduating. First, we thank Brooke Perry from Lake Placid and Ireland Preston from Lake Placid. And then this next group of girls, Annabelle Bombard-Schmidt, Katie Gay, Maddie Gay, and Megan O'Brien. They've been with me for a number of years, and I appreciate their commitment. Many of these girls were my students at Bloomingdale School and Elementary, and I have a fond thoughts about these girls and appreciate their hard work. Next year is another season. We should return some very good players. Girls, thank you for a great season.
The Student Council Award winner for girls varsity hockey is Riley Preston. Next up is varsity indoor track coach Cy Ellsworth.
Hello everyone, this is Coach Ellsworth. I'd like to start by acknowledging all of our senior athletes. Thank you for your contributions to athletics at Saranac Lake High School. I hope that playing sports has made you realize that nothing in life is guaranteed, that hard work does pay off, and that when you get knocked down, you get back up. I hope that someday you have the opportunity to give back to a sport that you deeply care about. Our indoor track season was an excellent one, finishing in 3rd place on the boys' side in the CVAC and 4th on the girls' side in the CVAC. We were one of only 2 teams, Ticonderoga being the other, that did not have an indoor practice facility. We received outstanding leadership from Haley Cornell and Jacob Adams, and when Haley went down with a season-ending injury, I wanted to personally thank Mia Sanford and Lydia Wamsgans, who both are only sophomores, for stepping up on the girls' side. We have 5 athletes receive first-team All-CVAC status. Micah McCulley, a junior in the 1,000, Peter Fogarty, a junior in the 1,600 and 3,200, Patrick Alberga in the shot put, who's a senior, Kaylin Skiff in the shot put, who's a senior, and Mia Sanford, who's a sophomore in the weight throw. All these athletes attended the state meet in March before the coronavirus hit in Staten Island. They competed collectively against all the best athletes from private schools and public schools in all of New York State, plus Staten Island, New York City, and Long Island. They all performed well, with Patrick Alberga finishing number 5 in the state in the boys' shot put. In closing, I don't think anyone would have predicted that this year would have ended like this. To compare it to track, it's like a long hurdle race. Just when you get over one hurdle, you have another, and then another, and then another. I wish all of our athletes success, health, and happiness in the months ahead. And if you need anything, you know where I'm at.
The Student Council Award winner for Varsity Indoor Track is Patrick Alberga for boys and Mia Sanford for girls. At the close of each season, a male and female all-academic student athlete is chosen as part of the John J. Herbert Memorial Award in recognition of outstanding achievement in academic and interscholastic athletics. You'll note that we do not call them athlete students for a reason. Academics are the reason schools exist, and it is a testament to the following students for their efforts in the classroom. For the fall, they were Jackson Small and Rosemary Crowley. For the winter, they were Jacob Adams and Sylvie Link. And for the spring, they were Jeffrey LeBaire and Olivia Bell. The next award is for our Coach of the Year, as nominated by fellow coaches. Coach Wamsgans said, "Coach began coaching his teams with a vision for the future. He didn't always have the top talent, but found ways to give team fits come postseason. His vision for successful soccer included discipline, hard work, and each member buying into the team-first concept. He held his players to high expectations and his leaders to even higher expectations. And this proved to be successful as he and his staff transformed SL Soccer into a championship caliber program. Modifying his system by allowing his players to fit within it and using their talents and strengths rather than forcing them to play uncomfortably has been a strength of Coach Marlowe. His team vision didn't stop on the soccer field. He brings that philosophy to his home, as his #1 fans and most important team of Hannah, Piper, and Archie are going to win many championships by having him around in the fall." Coach Rafferty said, "Josh has worked so hard over the years to bring the team to where it is today. During the season, he put so much energy into the team. What he can do to help make the team better is always the first thing on his mind. It is fitting for him that during his last season for the future, he goes out on top. I am very thankful to be stepping into an already successful program, and it is all thanks to Coach Marlowe. I'm proud to recognize Coach Josh Marlowe as the Saranac Lake Coach of the Year." We will now present 3 special memorial awards. First is the Tad Dussault Award, given to the first or second year hockey player who shows the most grit and determination. Congratulations, Bailey Bartholomew. Next is the Johnny Kent Award. This is the Good Guy in Sports Award for someone who is a great teammate, loves sports, and plays to the best of his ability. Congratulations, Carter Gagne. The Stephen Hoyt Award is given to the athlete who is loyal to Saranac Lake Athletics desires to be involved in athletics after high school, displays good sportsmanship, and wants to give back what athletics has done for him or her. Congratulations, Patrick Wamsgans. Before we get to our Red Letter Award winners, I'd like to say a quick thank you to our buildings and ground staff led by Vernon James and Dan Scott, to our administrators Josh Dan, Trish Wickwire, and Diane Fox for their unwavering support of our student athletes, to Kathy Clark and her organizational efforts on behalf of our programs, to our equipment managers Beth Sullivan and Jamel Ellis Branch, and to Lenny Barker and his incredible transportation staff for the hundreds of trips made on behalf of our athletes, to Carla Barker for her assistance in communicating daily with coaches, to Mr. Putnam for his audio-visual expertise, and to Mrs. Moore and Ms. Brosmer for all of the team photos. And now, to introduce our Red Letter Award winners is Mr. Josh Dan, high school principal.
As the principal of the high school and a huge advocate of our athletic teams, I'm honored to be here tonight to recognize the Red Letter Award winners for the SL and SLP teams. The Red Letter Awards are given to athletes based on their all-around effectiveness in school, contributions to the team, a team player, faithful in attendance at practice and team functions, conscientious of the training regulations, sportsmanlike conduct on and off the field, ability in the sport for which selected, degree of improvement in the sport, qualities of leadership, proper conduct, and loyalty to school, teammates, and their coaches. For the fall sports, boys soccer, Camden Riley. Girls soccer, Haley Cornell. Volleyball, Madeline Gay. Boys cross country, Micah McCulley. Girls cross country, Sarah Trebopoulos. Football, Jeffrey Levere. For our winter season, boys basketball, James Catania. Girls basketball, Olivia Bell. Girls Nordic skiing, Sylvie Link. Boys Nordic skiing, Griffin Smith. Alpine skiing, Maya Land. Boys hockey, Ben Munn. Girls hockey, Caitlin Gay. Girls indoor track, Kaylin Skiff. Boys indoor track, Peter Fogarty. Congrats to all of our teams, athletes, and award winners. Finish strong. I'll see you soon.
Thank you to all of this year's coaches. I say this every year, but every minute spent in a gym for practice or riding a bus for an away game was a minute that they more than willingly gave up from being with their own families and or personal time to help motivate and challenge our athletes. The culmination of our evening is the Outstanding Athlete Awards as chosen by the varsity coaches. This year, the female Outstanding Athlete is Annabelle Bombard Schmidt. The male Outstanding Athlete is Patrick Alberto. I leave you with this. What makes sports a central theme and powerful force for so many people, whether playing or watching, goes beyond winning and losing. Like so many things in life, the main value of sports is what we learn about ourselves and others when we push beyond our existing limitations in pursuit of a higher standard. Ryan Kite. I wish you the best. Keep striving. Have a great summer. Keep moving. Thank you.